pre-treat fabric. Okay, when you buy your piece of fabric for whatever you're making, you want to wash it the same way you intend to take care of it for the future. So if you are going to dry clean this every time, you need to sew up the edges with a serger or just a zigzag stitch and take it to the dry cleaners and get it dry cleaned. If you're going to wash it in hot water every time, wash it in hot water. If you're going to wash it in cold, wash it in cold. Whatever you're going to do to it. That way, after you make it and you have to wash it, it's going to shrink if it's not already pre-shrunk. Now, another thing to do with pre-treating fabric, anytime I bring a pattern home, I want to make sure it is straight all the way across, which means I want to be able to take a thread out and pull that thread all the length of my fabric. Okay? So how do I make sure that happens? I'm going to take a little snip and I'm going to rip. So don't be scared. Most woven fabrics will rip just like that. So I want you to try your hardest to rip it. If it won't rip, go to a lower spot on it and try it again. You want to keep ripping until you get one thread that will pull all the way across. That's my crosswise thread, and I want that to pull out. Now there is going to be an occasion when you get a fabric that just doesn't want to rip. That's all there is to it. And here you can see the salvage. Again, on this, finished. I can't pull the threads out. And here's my unsalvage. And you can see it's not quite straight. And this fabric, because of how it's made, isn't going to rip very well. So, in this case, because it's these nice little squares, I could follow a line all the way across. But that doesn't always happen. So what you can do then is make a little incision and find a thread that will pull out for you. There's, whoop. No, see? It's better to get the ones that can rip. Find a thread that'll pull out for you. And then just start pulling that thread little by little. And it will draw a line, and I'm sure you can't see this, it will draw a line that is straight because that thread goes all the way across. See how it's gathering it? And once I have a nice line, I can straighten it out, I can see it, and I can just cut on that thread. Now my thread broke, so I'm going to cut as far as I can, as far as the line is drawn, and then I'm going to go down here and pick up another thread. Now this may seem ridiculous, but I promise this is going to make a huge difference in your clothes. It's going to make a huge difference in the stretch and how they overall look on your body if you can keep that straight of grain where it's supposed to be.